Obstacles will come. That it depends on how you embrace. Replaced my income.
Wow.
My phones would not stop ringing. The Cadillac. So when I heard the Cadillac, I called him again. I was like, remember, I just earned the use of a Cadillac. It was like, really just started a business or think about going into businesses. Do not mind the obstacles. The light turns red. You have to like make a complete start. That's how it is. So
you had the ability to now talk with people, in different countries, and I just wanted you to just share, because I know that despite this journey, which you've talked about, you've touched on it a little.
Replaced my income.
Wow. One thing I really want to start with today is the fact that a lot of times our lives can take us through twists and turns, and the unexpected. Sometimes we even find ourselves in situations where we feel like we are maybe not equipped, or we are not qualified, or maybe we're even qualified, but then it seems like things are not just aligning despite all the plans that we've made, right? And sometimes you may even feel that maybe I'm just disadvantaged. But I want you to know that you're not disadvantaged. That situation that may seem like a disadvantaged situation is something that may have been planned for your good. And that's why the story today is something that is really, really going to inspire you. I have a wonderful guest here today, Shola Faponda. She's going to share her story, and you're really, really, really going to be blessed and inspired by it. And you will know that, yes, that situation may seem like a disadvantage, but it's actually going to work out for your good. You're welcome here today. I'm really so excited to have you, Shola. If you can just go ahead and let us know you, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Shola Ayobami Faponda. Actually, I would like to start with my affirmation. With God on my side, I'm going to the top, and nothing will stop me or move me. I'm in my business, not by accident, but by destiny. And because my purpose is very clear, my obstacles disappear. All right, so I'm an independent beauty consultant. I'm a director with Mary Kay Cosmetics. And I'm also a licensed business coach. I coach all entrepreneurs, depending on whatever business that you're doing. That's what I do, and that's who I am.
Inspiring. I always say when I have people come here and choose to just be vulnerable, tell their story of how, they moved from one phase of their life to the next. Because a lot of times on social media, all you see is just the bling, bling, bling. And people tell you how, I'm driving a brand new car. Oh, I'm living in this mansion. But then you don't really know, the roots, the foundation. So when we go back to tell all the stories, people can connect and see, yes, I'm here right now, but I'm not going to be here forever. There's hope for me, to get to the top. Yeah, so I would like you to just take us back to, let's say, maybe over 20 years or less. What was your dream or vision that you had for yourself, for your life? Because I know you moved here from Nigeria, which is in Africa, right? What was your dream like, your inspiration? When you came here, what was in your heart? What was life like for you, before you now decided, okay, yes, I'm moving here, and then what happened?
Before I relocated to the United States, I had this dream, this American dream. I want to go to college. I want to have my degree, my second degree, third if it's possible, then get a very good job. And I know money doesn't grow on trees. I know you have to put in the work. Get a good job and get a good life. All right, live in a decent area and drive a good car. That was my dream, and coming here to the United States, I went back to school, like I said, and I was able to get a master's degree in school business administration. And my focus changed, all right? So I diverted, and I was in the education system. Prior to what I'm doing right now, I used to be a preschool teacher, teaching 3 and 4 years old.
Yeah, I want to ask you just one question there, because you said something. You said you diverted and went into teaching as a preschool teacher. Was that something you wanted? What led you to divert? Because you got a master's in business.
Master's in school business administration. So I'm licensed as a school administrator.
Okay, I see.
what made me divert was when I came to this country. Coming here to this country with all those big dreams and big goals. You come here and you realize that, oh, the system is different. So when I came, I was told, oh, you either go to school to become a nurse, or you go to school to become a teacher, or anything in the health care field. And I said to myself, all right, I don't want to go to school to become a nurse. Let me try education. And that was what I did. And prior to that, I have an accounting background, so I switched. Like I said, I diverted, and I love it. I have a passion for educating young minds, and
Great. Yeah, you can go ahead now. I just wanted you to clarify that, because someone will be thinking, you went to teach as a preschool teacher, so we wanted to just get like a background information. Yeah, you can walk us through.
Graduated, I started teaching, and in the course of my journey as a teacher, a friend approached me and actually shared an opportunity with me. Opportunity is good. All right. It's always good to embrace good opportunities, So she shared the opportunity with me and said, oh, do you know that you can become a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and you can make this much money? And, she shared the vision and everything that, the philosophy of Mary Kay. And one thing that really struck me was the philosophy that says, God first, your family comes second, and the career third. So I said, okay. At that time, I was a teacher and I was also in school. It was just a few months to graduation. So I had every reason to say, no, I don't have time. I'm very busy. All right. I work a full-time job. I have a family, and I'm in school full-time. So I have every reason to say no. But I always like opportunities. I love to have like a second income. All right. So I realized over the course of the years that one income is actually not enough. So I embraced the opportunity and I gave it a shot. All right. So it's a win-win game. So there's nothing to lose. If it works, fine. If it doesn't work, so I just I went with the open mind that it will work. All right, because I'm a believer, I'm a child of God, and I know that anything that I actually lay my hands upon will prosper. So I signed up to become a beauty consultant with Mary Kay, and so I was just doing the business on the side. I do it on weekends. I asked, is it possible to do it on just weekends? She said, yeah, that's your business and it's flexible. So you make your schedule and you can, work at any time that you want to. And that's what I did. So I started, working on the side on weekends. I do my business, and within a couple of months, it turned out to become something, bigger than expected. All right. So I was building my team, and I was also like making, some decent sales and income, from the business. And I sat down to realize that I actually replaced my income.
Wow. When you said you replace your income, sorry, the reason why I asked some of these questions is that anybody working with listening will kind of have an understanding of your journey, so that if they are in the early phase of their own business, they won't be thinking, oh my goodness, I've been in this, I'm working part-time with this particular business, and I've been in it for a few months now, but I'm still here to replace my income. People can begin to doubt their ability and their skills, right? So I just wanted to just ask you, what would you say, how would you describe your first few months in the business? How was it like, right? And then another thing that is really striking also was the fact that you were also working and you had children. And then you were rounding up school, and then you took up this business. How did you balance it with, how did you balance everything? Family, your job, how did you balance it? So what was the first few months like? And then how did you balance this whole thing? And then the last question, still all within, is then when did you now realize that, oh my goodness, this can be big? before you were now able to replace your income, so that people can just have clarity. Yes.
Okay, thank you for that question. So I actually realized that this is kind of like getting overwhelming, it's getting big. I realized that when my phones would not stop ringing in the middle of teaching and in the classroom and meeting people's needs, and I said to myself, so at that time I told my husband, I was like, I think this is getting to be overwhelming. Combining the business, that was like maybe like 3 months, 3-4 months after I started. So I was making a lot of sales, and I was also like building leaders, building my team. All right, so I became a team leader, and also I got on target for my car. So the kind of business that I do, you earn the use of a car if you reach a certain criteria. So I said to my husband at that time, I said, I think this business is it's actually like overwhelming for me right now to combine with my regular job. And it was like, oh, are you making the same income, or did you replace your income, or you're just barely matching up with what you're making right now? So I looked at my paperwork, I looked at my statement, I was like, okay, I actually replaced my income. So I was making more money from the business, more than what I'm being paid at that time as a teacher. I said to myself, oh yeah, I think I replaced my income. And that was it. I turned in my resignation. I resigned because I believe that whatever that you're doing, it's good to be excellent. Excellence honors God. It's good to be good at whatever that you're doing. Don't settle for less. Don't be a mediocre. So at that time, I was always talking to my coach, which was my mentor, my director at that time. She's still my director. I was asking questions. How can I go up? What do I need to do? What's the number? So I was attending training. I invested in attending my weekly success training. All right. I was attending trainings. I was going for conferences. I was going for business seminars. And I show up. They said, those who show up, go up. So I said, I want to go up, then I will show up. So I decided to show up for every of those. And that was it. So I resigned. Like I said, I resigned, and I was doing the business, and within 6 months I got qualified for the use of my first car with Mary Kay. So I earned a car, and that was an icebreaker. Like that was the one that broke the camel's back. I said to myself, oh, I earned a car, so there's still more in this business, because I read through through what the business is about, and I saw the different things that I could achieve, different things I could get. So don't leave anything on the table. I decided not to leave anything on the table, and within 9 to 10 months of starting the business, I became a director.
Wow.
So I earned a car, the first thing, and I became a director, and I was building my team, building my units. I was developing leaders. I was training leaders, and that's it. So will I say that the road was clear? Will I say that the road was smooth, so to speak? I'm sorry. The road was clear, definitely. But was the road smooth? No, it wasn't. So there were turns, just like you look at a rose, right? The rose looks very beautiful. Even sometimes it smells good if you smell it. But on the rose, you see like a long branch, all right? So the long branch is like a journey. All right. So the long branch is like a journey in your business. So the journey goes up, and sometimes you see like thorns on the stem. All right. So the thorns are the obstacles that you would definitely come across. All right. But guess what? Don't stop. You keep going till you reach that beautiful, beautiful rose. And you grab the rose. So that's what happened. So I was just going. I never gave up. And there are objections. People will tell you no. You approach people, they say, oh no, I don't want it. So, but some will, some won't. So what? You keep going. Who's the next person? Because you keep going for your yes. You keep talking to people to get a yes. Don't mind the no's. All right. So the no's, the people that told me no, when I started the business, I don't even remember who they are. But I remember the success. I remember the journey. I don't remember the obstacles. I know some people said no, but I don't even remember them. So I'll give a little illustration. When I started, I reached out to all my family members, all my contacts, all my friends, my church members, people around me in the neighborhood. All right. So I remember my cousin at that time told me, how can you go to school and you have your master's degree and you're telling me that you want to be selling powder and lipsticks? I said to him at that time that this is more than just powder and lipstick. It's like a career. You might not see that right now, but I'm telling you that I've seen it. I've seen it, and I would get there. That was when I started. So when I earned a car, I called him. I was like, oh, I just wanted to let you know that I got the use. I earned the use of my first car with Mary Kay. Was like, oh my God, is that for real? Like, are you serious right now? Oh, whatever it is, I just congratulations. And that was it. So after that, maybe like about a couple of years after that, I earned my first Cadillac, because there are different cars that you can earn with a business. All right, so there are levels. So the highest level is the Cadillac. So when I earned the Cadillac, I called him again. I was like, remember my Mary Kay business? I'm still in business, and guess what? I just earned the use of a pink Cadillac. It was like, really? Oh, you're good. It was like, he couldn't believe it. So I was like, it's not only lipstick, it's not only the powder that you're seeing, but it's more than that. Okay. So my encouragement to everyone out there that just started a business or think about going into business is do not mind the obstacles, because it's just like you going on a local road. It's not an highway, right? You're driving on a local road, and there are green lights, there are red lights, orange lights. So if you keep on going and the lights never turn orange or never turn red, you might get in trouble. All right. So there are times that the light will turn, you have to like pause, right? And when the light turns orange, you slow down, right? When the light turns red, you have to like make a complete stop. That's how it is. So when everything is going on smoothly, well, sometimes you have to pause. That's how life is. There are orange lights. So those orange lights are the time that things are slowing down, right? And the red light is when you have like a lot of challenges. But guess what? You don't just you don't drive off the road to say, oh, the light is red, I'm not going anymore. You have to wait till the light turns green, and you just keep going. So that's how it is. So the obstacles will come. That it depends on how you embrace it and how you encourage yourself, and just keep moving. Don't stop.
Great. I was just thinking about the fact that I also know that you reached global ranking, and that's like an incredible achievement, because a lot of people just have their ranking just within a country, but you got the global ranking. You had the ability to now talk with people in different countries, and I just wanted you to just share, because I know that despite this journey, which you've talked about, you've touched on it a little bit, there'll be challenges, right? You want to share like one specific challenge you faced on your way to the top, and the mindset that pushed you through it, so someone can just learn from that.
The challenge that I encountered, those are the objections. So when you approach someone and they object, they tell you no, or they probably talk bad about what you're doing, or even try to tell you to think about doing something else. Those are challenges, those are obstacles, but I don't let it affect me, because I see, men and women are very visual. I see other people doing the same business that I'm doing, and I see what they are able to accomplish. I see their journey. I see where they are. And I said to myself, if they have two eyes and they have one mouth and two ears, I have the same thing, and I think I can do it. And I just try not to give up.
Wow.
Yeah, I encourage myself. You just have to like look for, the business is about the kind of business that I do. The three major fundamental things that we do, and it's like a cycle. It's booking, selling, and recruiting. All right. So you got to book, so you have to like advertise yourself. You got to look for people. Like, how do you get people? You don't have to like go on the street and be, okay, do you want this? Like you're hawking something? No. So there are different ways that you can do that. You can do that on social media. There are so many tools on social media for you to like meet new people. And there are, you have your business card. You can offer people your business card. All right. So you have your contact, you asking your contact for referral. So like, for example, I want to meet 5 people right now that I do not know. I can call up my friend or my sister and say, please, I need 5 names and number. I need a referral for my business. And I promise to give you like a gift, a nice gift if you do that. So you try to like look for people that know people that you don't know. And you can't say, I don't know anybody. People say, I don't know anybody, I don't know people. I don't believe that, because if you scroll down your contact, you have like maybe like more than 10. So if you have more than 10 people on your contact, you know a lot of people, because those 10 people know people that you don't know. So you understand what I'm saying?
Wow. I was just thinking about what you said, because the principle, what I was thinking about is this principle can be applied to any business. The interesting thing is that most business starts with booking. Like, if you think about it, you need to schedule an appointment. It doesn't really matter the business, right? So it's the framework is a framework that can apply to any business. You're listening right now. It's a simple framework, right? That you can implement in whatever you're doing right now. Everything she said are just on point. I know that you also said something about the fact that this business changed your life financially, like seriously, because you had to stop working. It replaced your income. You earned free cars. I think I don't know if it was on this interview, but I know you mentioned you've never really like bought a car with your money, because you've always gotten your cars for free due to this business that you do. One thing I just wanted to just talk about is the whole concept of financial freedom, right? My question would be, what would you like to say to someone right now who is desiring financial freedom, and the person is in a roller coaster, just going in circle in their struggle to achieve financial freedom? What would you say to that person?
What kind of job are you doing? What kind of business are you doing or you're aspiring to do? All right. So no matter how much you work hard, all right, and I always tell people this, no matter how much over time that you do, you can never be rich or be financially free if that's the only thing that you're doing. Okay? Overtime is good, regular time is good, but that's not going to make you financially independent. All right? So accepting multiple chains of, looking into multiple streams of income, like doing other businesses, would liberate you. All right. So for someone right now that don't have a business, that just work 9 to 5 or 8 to 4, my advice is for you to not quit, keep doing what you're doing, but you need to have a business on the side. You need to look for something. You can research, you can come to people like us. There are some business coaches out there that you can consult. You can talk to my sister right here. She's a financial literacy coach. All right. So you can talk to someone, or you can even like look online and see what can I do. You need to have another stream of income apart from your W-2. You need to have something we call 1099.
Thank you. And the thing is, that's actually just the truth. And a lot of times we are all skilled in different things. We have experiences in so many things that we can actually turn into a business. A lot of times you may just need someone to sit down with you one-on-one and just have that conversation. And before you know it, you're discovering something that you necessarily wouldn't have thought about. I have a friend, probably she's going to even watch this probably, and she had things she was skilled at, and she never, and I told her, this thing, you do it with a lot of passion. Start this business. I pursued her to start. I just felt, oh my goodness, and today she actually later started the business. I had to send her videos of different people that were doing that same thing, and they monetized it. And she decided that, okay, let me finally, do it. And today she has this business, and this business is running. Probably if she sees it, she can drop a comment, and then so that if you're listening to us, you know that there's something you can really do. You can really do that can actually get you to be financially free. Like she said, W-2 will never really get you to be financially free because you're working for someone. But even if you decide that, okay, you are a high earning W-2 worker, right? Then if you're high earning, then you can actually invest. So that can be another source of income, right? You can actually, there are different investment arms, but this is not about investment right now, that you can actually put your money in, and then that can also help you, right? Yeah. But the last question I would ask you is, looking back, right? If you're looking back to the woman who came here over 20 years ago, right? And and that woman with that master's degree who was, just trying to see how she can find her way around, this country to be financially free, what would you tell her today? If you just looking back to that woman 20 years ago, with you right now, what would you tell that woman? If you're staring her right now in the face, what would you tell her?
Okay. Telling that woman that, came 20 years ago, well, the first thing I will say is, what do you think about making another income? What do you think about being financially, being debt free, being financially free? I would ask that question, and I would ask, what are you thinking about? Do you want to start a job? Do you want to, yes, you definitely want to start a job, because that's the first thing that you do when you step your feet into this country. And the next thing that you want to do, is to ask that person, why don't you think about looking to another source, a stream of income, starting a business on the side. I would ask that person that question, and what kind of business do you think you can do? Or what do you think you can, lay your hands upon apart from the job that you're doing? And I will advise that person to go for it. Do not say no to any opportunity that is presented to you. Never say no.
Wow. Okay. The thing is, as we round up today, I just wanted to add to what you just said about the fact that you would ask the person that, what is that thing that you can do? Right? And that's the question we're throwing out today. Yeah. What is that thing that you can do? You may be feeling stuck. Probably either you've lost your job, or you're doing a job that doesn't really pay you as much as you want, or you feel that you are in debt, or so many things, right? Or you feel the economy is expensive. The cost of living is high. The question we would ask you today is, what is that thing that you think you know how to do? What is that skill that everybody tells you, oh my goodness, you're good at this thing? Or, oh my goodness, this thing is just, who taught you this? Or, we all have it, because you know why? God created us uniquely and gifted us with several gifts. Yes. So there's that thing that you know how to do well, or there's something that you've been trained at. Either you became skillful in that thing at a job, and right now you're even the best. Or you went to school and studied something, and you know so much about that particular thing, whatever it is. What is that thing? Sure. Start looking into that thing today. And like I said when I started at the beginning, you may be in a situation right now where you feel that probably I'm I don't think I'm qualified, or I don't think that I can do this, or I just feel I'm in a disadvantaged position. You are not in a disadvantaged position. That position may just be the place that God wants you to be, so you can really, really hear what you need to do in this point in your life to move you from where you are to where you need to be. Thank you so much for sharing your story today.
You're welcome.
am really so grateful. I believe that this story has really blessed so many people. I don't know if you have any one word as we round up today.
Okay. Yeah. The same thing, the same word I will repeat again is never ever say no to an opportunity that can change your life. All right.
Thank you all so much, and thank you so much for sharing your story. Have a wonderful day. Take care. Bye.
You too. Bye.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ma.